Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and for this being the first review for September. That's right. And yep, you read the title of what I'm reviewing. This did come straight directly, to Paramount Plus, yeah. That being, of course, The Lost City. Yeah, so The Lost City. Well, if I recall, yeah, I think, yeah, both me and my mom, we did watch this at the time, like, when this came out. I'm forgetting, like, I think this did come out in theaters, but then, of course, it made its way directly to Paramount Plus, of course. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it came out in theaters. My mistake. All right, but anyways, and okay, another thing is everybody, I'm sure that everybody, not just me and my mom, feel that this is very, very similar to Romancing in the Stone. Yeah, I can kind of see, but they never said that it's a remake or anything like that of Romancing in the Stone. So, okay, well, I I understand, and I believe that, that's what they said. But anyways, the story resourceful, yeah, I said that right. Resourceful romance novelist on a book tour with her cover model gets swept up in a kidnapping attempt that lands them both in a cutthroat jungle adventure. Yeah, again, just a hair similar to Romancing the Stone. But anyways, so yeah, so Sandra Bullock, she plays Loretta Sage, a romance novelist, and her cover model being played by Channing Tatum, Alan, he plays Alan, because at one point, yeah, Loretta gets, captured by Abigail Fairfax. I think I said that right. Played by Daniel Radcliffe. He is seeking the treasure, and which, of course, being, in her books, of course. The rest of the characters, Beth Hayden, played by Devon Joy Randolph, and he doesn't have a huge role. You think at first he has a big role in this, but he doesn't really. Jack Traynor, played by Brad Pitt. He was good in this. Hey, it's Brad Pitt. What's there not to like? What's there not to like Brad Pitt when acting and so on? He does, like, okay, Alan does goes his way to, makes his way to save Loretta, and of course, when Alan arrives, he does meet up with Jack Traynor. They both go in to save Loretta, but at one point, Jack Traynor gets shot in the head, and it's just them. It's just the two of them. And throughout the film, they are so good together, Sandra and Channing. Their characters and their dialogue and hilarious moments. And what are the name of those things? They're attached to Alan's back, and literally his bum. They're like sucker kind of sea creatures or whatever. You probably know what I'm talking about, but I can't remember the name. So I can't remember the name of that species. Underwater sea creature species, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and by the way, because the way that the movie opens, again, just like, say, how Romancing in the Stone opens, like, Loretta has a dream/fantasy, just like, say, how in Romancing in the Stone, there's a dream/fantasy in the opening of the film, And in that, because, well, Stephen Lang, he played the fantasy villain. Yeah, so I totally forgot, because he looked so familiar, and now I know, because it's Stephen Lang. The guy from Pandora, Avatars, even say at one point Devon, she eventually very later on in the film, like, makes her way to the island to, find Loretta and Alan. And, it was obvious even from the beginning that, you know what, Loretta and Alan, they would, of course, get together eventually. And of course they do. You know, even say, once again, when Loretta is captured and, you know, Abigail, I will say, because Daniel Radcliffe, he sometimes plays a good villain, you know? I remember he was a villain in Now You See Me Too. Him and Michael Caine, they played father and son, and they were both villains, so pretty cool. And so good to see him playing another villain, and his villain in this, like, okay, it's all, yeah, because The Lost City is also a funny movie, and Abigail, Daniel Radcliffe's villain character, Abigail Fairfax, you know, he could be a humorous villain as well. There was also the other characters that were in this, like, you know, Oscar, played by Oscar Nunes, if I'm saying the last name right. Bowen Yang played Ray the Moderator, and Patty Harrison played Allison. And Thomas Forbes Johnson was Julian, Hector Annibal was Rafi, and Slee Lewis was Shades. I take it, yeah, some of these guys, like, they were, of course, the bad guys, you know, alongside with Abigail. Yeah, and especially when, you know, when Alan's trying to chase down the truck and he gets on top of the truck fighting off one of Abigail's men. Yeah, pretty funny and such. And even Abigail telling him, you know, this isn't a joke or anything. This is real, you know. Of course, you know, they all like find the cave and with the treasure. And if I'm correct, yeah, like the treasure turns out as well because of this like stoned tomb and like these skeletons of like I think, yeah, the two couples, you know, king and queen, I want to say, I guess. You know, the treasure was, of course, you know, the man's true lover, you know. That's, yeah, I think I'm right on that. It's funny even say when, oh yeah, because even Abigail's men thinks he's gone psychopath, and he technically, his character, not, I mean, yeah, Daniel Radcliffe's villain is humorous at times, but he is a delinquent, yeah. And even say when he pretends and lies to Beth, when Beth is on a boat and, you know, she spots Abigail, you know, and, of course, eventually, yeah, Loretta and Alan, they do escape, and, you know, they are rescued by Beth, and, of course, Abigail is arrested, and, you know, Loretta and Alan, they, of course, finally get together. Loretta, you know, her final book, you know, of her romance novels has been written and complete, and the epilogue, everybody's like having a good time on the beach, and, you know, Loretta and Alan, they finally, of course, kiss as the camera pans away. And one of them, the end credit scene, like during the mid credits, you know, Loretta and Alan that are having, you know, a peaceful like yoga, you know, that, and it's out of nowhere, Jack Traynor shows up. He's alive. He wasn't really killed, like he somehow survived. Oh well, so that's how the movie is. So but I will say, you know, The Lost City I thought was okay. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was that bad, and, you know, and again, like I remember like reading an article or something that, you know, that they stated that it was not a direct remake or anything like that, anything whatsoever of Romancing in the Stone. And if that's what they say, okay. But there are so much similarities, you know, between, you know, between The Lost City and Romancing in the Stone. And for any of you that have seen both of those movies, yeah, and what I talked about in this review, you know. And how do I rate The Lost City? Good question. That's a good question. Because I didn't think it was that bad, and I do enjoy this film. Just to play it safe, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's on my mind. 7 out of 10. again, I think it was a pretty good film. Not bad. I can't say it was amazing or anything like that. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. It's again, I think it's got a great cast. When the top actors, Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe, and even say Devon Joy Randolph and Brad Pitt. They were all great, and for this being a funny movie, but it sometimes had emotion and serious moments. So yeah. And what did you guys think of The Lost City? What did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review a like as always. So, with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Lost City. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And stay tuned later tonight, because I'll be once again reviewing another Paramount film. This time, it has to do with a blue hedgehog. You know what I'm talking about. Stay tuned for that. Take care, and peace out.